right, let's start. I don't have a whole lot to go over today, but I wanted to give you a quick overview of what we look at every day, really, and just kind of get a sense of the overall market and where we are. Let's start with the big picture. I don't have my pointer today, I'm sorry, but long-term trend, it's trying to come back, but it's been bumping up against that blue line again and again and again, and it just can't seem to break through it. Today, that is down a little bit from there. It's not real strong. I mean, I'd love to see it break above and then start moving to new highs, and then we might be a good market again. But at the moment, we're just not. So keeping that in mind in our long-term big picture. Secondly, our intermediate trend has been falling so quickly. And the market, it tried to go up and then it just hit a wall. And I'll show you that in a minute, what that looks like. But it just hit a wall. And our money flow kept going up. And we're like, this makes no sense. It's been acting weird this year for whatever reason. But the strength that we see isn't being reflected in prices in the S&P and the indexes. And this is falling very quickly. Again, this is much lower than this was last night's number, and it's even further now. So midterm is still positive, light positivity, but at the moment, it's just hard to say where that's going to go. Sector trends. I believe this is now 1 to 10. I don't remember which ones have gone negative again today, but I think tech and communications, the XLC, XLK. So we actually had about earlier in this week, I think Monday, we had 6 positives, and that lasted for maybe 2 days. And we're like, nope, we're getting out of here. We're going back to the other side. So that's just not great either. And even though we have a lot of, RSIs, no, this is looking terrible now. It was really trying to get something behind this thing. And it just wouldn't get there. All right. So here is what I was talking about. The little blue box on the bottom right, or on the right side of the chart, has been this sideways. The last 9 days, we've been stuck in this box. And even though money flow was saying, hey, things look pretty good, we're going up and up, it just has been sideways. And there have been 3 really good days in there. Those little white squares that have nothing inside of them, next to the reds and the blacks, those were the really big days. And then it would give it back 2 days. And then it'd be a good day, and then 2 days bad. So if that pattern continues, today would be a second bad. We're actually down at the bottom of this range. That means maybe Friday's good. I don't know. If it breaks out of this box, then we'll probably run in one or the other direction. And that could be interesting. But one thing that's positive is the green line at the bottom, right? We're showing the average true range of the market. So it's the average price of the last 14 days. And when that's trending up, it's usually bad. So we've got a red arrow going up through the end of May. That corresponded with a bad market. And then we have a green line coming down through March. That's when we had a nice little rebound. We have it coming down, and the green line is showing that on the end, on the far right of the chart, but it's just not doing it. It's just not giving you giving us what we want to see inside of this thing. So the trend is sideways. We are above the 21-day moving average. That is the blue line that's weaving through this thing. We're above that, which is a light positive. But with the sectors going negative, it's just a very, very mixed feeling about where to go right now. And I don't think the market knows. And kind of funny is we're in the sell in May and go away period, which is usually you want to be out of the market. And really January 1 until here has been just ugly. So there's been no reason to be in much anyway. So we'll have to see where that goes. This was interesting. And this is really my final slide for today, is looking at the US dollar. And Will and me and Christine were all looking at this earlier this week. And I saw a chart. I've got the blue dashed lines that are up and down, right? The blue lines show when the US dollar peaked on its index, right? And how that corresponds at the bottom, the S&P, it tends to correspond with bottoms. And I don't know if that was the peak, if we're going to go back up in the future. The green line across the top is the peak. If the dollar does continue to fall, that's great. It's game on for everything, for stocks, bonds, cryptocurrency even. But if the dollar starts going up again and breaks through that green line on the top, it's bad for everything: stocks, bonds, cryptocurrency. There's going to be no good place to be. Maybe commodities, but that's even looking a little bit overdone. And in the normal economic cycle, commodities are the last thing to play out before things just get worse. So that's where we are in the cycle. It's not real positive going forward, but there are little hints here and there of sunshine that we'll try to grab onto, but that's just where we're at right now. So thank you very much. I'll see you next time. Thanks.